Why she can't stop thinking about you, the science of emotional anchoring explained. What if I told you you're already living inside someone's memory, not because of what you said, not because of what you did, but because of how you made them feel? And here's the strange part. They don't even realize it every time something reminds them of you. A song, a place, a random moment in their day. Their brain quietly replays you, not as a thought, but as a feeling. And that feeling has a name in neuroscience. Emotional anchoring. There's a reason some people are unforgettable, and others disappear from memory almost instantly. It has nothing to do with looks, nothing to do with money, and not even confidence. It comes down to how your presence gets stored inside someone's brain, because humans don't remember people. They remember emotional moments tied to people. And once you understand this, you stop trying to be interesting and start becoming memorable. Clapperboard Chapter 1: How Memory Actually Works. To understand emotional anchoring, we need to understand how memory works. Inside your brain, two key systems control emotional memory. Amygdala, hippocampus. The amygdala decides, is this emotionally important? The hippocampus decides, should I store this long-term? Now here's where it gets interesting. If an experience has zero emotional charge, the brain deletes it quickly. But if something triggers emotion, laughter, excitement, discomfort, surprise, attraction, the brain marks it as important. Save this. This is why you remember your first kiss, an embarrassing moment from years ago, a night you felt truly alive. But you forget most conversations from last week. So when people say, why can't I get her out of my head? What they really mean is, my brain tagged this person with emotional intensity. That's emotional anchoring. Clapperboard Chapter 2: What emotional anchoring really is. Emotional anchoring is simple. It's when a feeling gets permanently linked to a person, place, or moment. Think of it like this. Your brain is constantly asking, what was I feeling when I was with this person? If the answer is strong enough, your brain stores them as a trigger. This is similar to classical conditioning. A neutral stimulus becomes emotionally charged through repetition. But here's the key insight most people miss. It's not repetition that creates attraction. It's emotional contrast. A boring interaction creates no anchor, but an interaction that shifts emotion. From calm right arrow excited. From normal right arrow unexpected. From tension right arrow relief. Creates a strong psychological imprint. And once that imprint forms, the brain replays it automatically, not consciously, subconsciously. Clapperboard Chapter 3: Why Some People Stick in Your Mind. Think about the last person you couldn't forget. It probably wasn't the person who talked the most or tried the hardest. It was probably the person who made you feel something unexpected. That's because emotional memory doesn't store facts. It stores moments of intensity. Psychologists often link this to dopamine spikes. When something unpredictable happens, the brain releases dopamine. Not just for pleasure, but for learning and encoding memory. So when someone creates emotional variation, humor right arrow seriousness, distance right arrow closeness, silence right arrow connection, your brain wakes up, and wakes up memories stick. This is why storytelling is more powerful than information, because stories activate emotional simulation in the brain. You don't just understand them, you feel them. Clapperboard Chapter 4: The Truth About Being Unforgettable. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think being unforgettable means saying the right things, texting at the right time, acting mysterious. But emotional memory doesn't respond to strategy. It responds to authentic emotional presence. People remember how safe they felt around you, how seen they felt, how surprised they were, how emotionally alive the moment felt. Not your performance, not your tactics, your emotional impact, because the brain doesn't store people. It stores, how did this person affect my internal world? Clapperboard Chapter 5: The Mechanics of Emotional Anchoring. Let's break it down into simple mechanics. 1. Emotional spike. Something meaningful happens. Laughter, tension, connection. 2. Interruption or contrast. The emotional state shifts unexpectedly. 3. Storage. The brain flags the moment as important. 4. Association. The brain links emotion plus person plus context. 5. Triggering. Later, a similar cue reactivates the memory. That trigger could be a song, a smell, a place, a phrase, and suddenly, they think of you not intentionally, automatically. Clapperboard Chapter 6, the most important misunderstanding. Now we need to correct a dangerous misunderstanding. Emotional anchoring is not about control. It's not about making someone obsessed. It's not about forcing memory. Because the moment you try to engineer emotion artificially, people feel it and it breaks trust. Real emotional anchoring happens naturally when you are emotionally present. The interaction is real. The moment has meaning. That's it. You don't hack the brain. You create experiences worth remembering. Everything else happens automatically. Clapperboard Chapter 7, Why You're Still on Someone's Mind. So if you're wondering why someone still thinks about you, it's not because you're trying to stay in their head. It's because at some point, you entered their emotional memory system, and their brain never deleted it, because it wasn't just an interaction, it was a feeling. And feelings don't expire the same way words do. If you understand one thing from this video, let it be this. People forget what you said. They forget what you did. But they never forget how you made them feel in a moment that mattered. So the real question is, how do I make someone think about me? It's, what emotional experience am I creating when I show up in someone's life? Because that is what lasts, that is what echoes, and that is what becomes unforgettable.